Hi friend, today I would like to share with you about the topic of servitude. What is the best definition of servitude? A condition in which one lacks liberty especially to determine one course of action or way of life. A right by which something such as a piece of land owned by one person is subject to a specific use or enjoyment by another. What is personal servitude? A personal servitude is a right against property that is in favor of a specific individual. This right is held by a person in their personal capacity and not in the capacity of owner. It is extinguished on the death of that individual and cannot be transferred. An example of personal servitude is a usurpers. What are servitude duties? Servitude in Anglo-American property law are divided that tie right and obligation to ownership or possession of land, so that they run with the land to successive owner and occupier. How is servitude created? A personal servitude can be created by agreement between the parties. This agreement gives set out the right and responsibility for each party, as well as the consideration amount that the person in whose favor the servitude is to be registered. You have to pay owner of the property. What is servitude agreement? The definition of servitude. A servitude is legal advice that creates a right or an obligation in land. It can also be an interest in land. Put differently, a servitude is an interest in another possessory estate in land, entitling the holder of servitude to make some use of another property. What is the difference between servitude and slavery? Indentured servitude differs from slavery in that it was a form of debt bondage, meaning it was an agreed upon term of unpaid labor that you pay off the cost of servant immigration to America. Indentured servants were not paid wage, but they were generally housed, clothed, and fed. What is servitude right of access? Servitude are access rights which are granted over the own property for the benefit of the neighboring property. Access can mean pedestrian access, vehicle access, or even just access in the sense of helping run to your neighbor land. Is servitude a real right? Servitude are access rights granted over one property for the benefit of neighboring property. Servitude rights are real rights. They are attached to the land and are capable of binding its subsequent purchase of the land. How are servitude created? A personal servitude can be created by agreement between the parties. This agreement will set out the right and responsibility for each party, as well as the consideration amount that the person in whose favor the servitude is to be registered will have to pay owner of the property. What is registered servitude? A servitude is registered right that a person has over immovable property of another. It allows the holder of servitude to do something with other person's property, which may infringe upon the right of owner of the property. What is a human servitude? Domestic servitude is a simply normal practice of life in health that is used as a cover for exploitation and control of someone, usually from another country. It's a form of forced labor, but it also was on its own category of slavery because of unique contact and challenge it represents. What is servitude land? A servitude can be defined as a limited real right registered in the deed office against the title deed of property in terms of which a burden is imposed on an immovable property, restricting the right, power, or liberty of its owner to a greater or lesser extent in favor of either another person or the owner of. What does it mean to be servant of God? Servant of God is a title given to individuals by various religions, but in general, the phrase is used to describe a person believed to be pious in his or her faith tradition. In the Catholic Church, it designates someone who has been investigated by the Church for possible sainthood. What is selfless servitude? Servitude is a state being completely submissive to and controlled by someone more powerful. When a person caters to every whim and need of another, the person is an example of someone who would be described as in servitude. What does servitude right mean? Servitude are accept right granted over one property for the benefit of neighboring property. Servitude rights are real rights. They attach to the land and are capable of binding its subsequent purchaser of the land. Remember, subscribe to see the next video. Thank you.